Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today, we bring you a story that has captivated both theater lovers and fans of Turkish television, a story that blends art, emotion, and admiration in the most touching way. It's about Barış Arduç and Elsen Sangu, two of Turkey's most respected actors, whose recent collaboration has reignited the admiration of fans across the country. Before we dive into all the details, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and click the join button below to support us. Now, let's get into today's video. A connection beyond the screen. For many, Barış Arduç and Elsen Sangu will always be remembered for their unforgettable chemistry in Kiralık Aşk, a series that captured hearts not only in Turkey but around the world. Their on-screen connection was electric, the kind of bond that felt genuine, a rare spark that translated effortlessly from fiction into something far more profound. After years of following separate paths in the industry, both actors continued to grow individually. Barış focused on film projects, proving himself as a versatile performer, while Elsen explored new creative ventures, not just in front of the camera, but behind it. And that's where the story begins. Elsen Sangu, known for her charisma and quiet confidence, had been secretly working on a theater project for months, a personal dream she had long postponed due to her busy television career. She wrote, produced, and eventually directed the play, pouring her heart into every word. The play, titled The Shape of Silence, was a raw, emotional exploration of identity, love, and the struggle between fame and authenticity. It was, in many ways, a reflection of her own artistic journey. When news broke that Elsen would debut her first original play, the media buzzed with excitement. But what no one expected was that Barış Arduç, her longtime co-star and dear friend, would be there to witness it all in person. A night to remember. The premiere took place at one of Istanbul's most prestigious theaters. The hall was packed with fans, journalists, and celebrities. Yet, as the lights dimmed and Elsen walked onto the stage, all eyes were drawn not just to her, but to one quiet figure sitting in the front row. Barış Arduç had arrived unannounced. Those in attendance described the moment as magical. Cameras flashed, whispers filled the air. Barış sat attentively, a soft smile on his face, applauding every moment with genuine pride. Insiders later revealed that he had flown back to Istanbul the night before, cutting short a film shoot just to be present for Elsen's premiere. He didn't tell anyone, said a source close to the production. He wanted to surprise her, to show his support not as a co-star, but as a friend who believes in her. And that's exactly what he did. When the curtain fell and the audience rose in thunderous applause, Barış stood with tears in his eyes. Those sitting nearby say he was the first to clap. Loudly, proudly, and without hesitation. Behind the scenes, Elsen's journey. The success of the play was not something that came easily. In a candid interview, Elsen Sangu spoke about the challenges she faced while bringing her vision to life. There were moments I thought about giving up, she confessed. Writing was one thing, but producing and performing in something so personal felt overwhelming. I was afraid of failure, of not meeting the expectations people have of me. Funding was tight, rehearsals were grueling, and the pressure from critics was intense. Some questioned whether a television actress could successfully transition to theater. But Elsen remained determined. She worked late nights, said a member of her team. Sometimes she would rewrite entire scenes hours before rehearsal. She wanted everything to feel real, to touch people on a human level. And when the day finally came, her performance proved her right. The Shape of Silence received glowing reviews. Critics praised her bold writing, emotional range, and her decision to bring classical themes into a modern Turkish setting. But perhaps the most touching reaction came not from the press, but from Barış himself. A gesture that spoke volumes. After the play ended, Barış made his way backstage quietly, away from the cameras. Witnesses described the reunion between the two as deeply emotional. Elsen, exhausted but radiant, was in tears. He didn't say much at first, a production assistant recalled. He just hugged her and said, "You did it. You really did it." Later that evening, a few photos surfaced online, not official red carpet shots, but candid images taken by audience members. One of them captured Barış standing beside Elsen, holding a bouquet of white roses, smiling proudly. The image went viral within hours. Fans flooded social media with comments. "Look at the way he looks at her. He's always supported her, no matter what. This is the friendship we all wish we had." And while the media tried to frame it as a rekindled romance, those close to both insisted it was something deeper, an unshakable bond built on respect, history, and shared artistic passion. The critics and the applause. In the days following the premiere, cultural critics couldn't stop talking about the play, and about Elsen's courage. Prominent theater reviewers described the performance as a mirror held up to the fragility of human emotion. Others highlighted her ability to balance vulnerability with strength. "She's not just acting anymore," one critic wrote. "She's expressing something that belongs entirely to her." As for Barış, his quiet presence that evening spoke louder than any interview. When asked about the play later, he simply said, "Elsen is one of the most talented people I've ever met. What she's done is extraordinary. I'm proud to have seen it with my own eyes." Those words, shared in a brief clip online, melted fans' hearts. The admiration between them was undeniable, not as a rumor, but as a truth rooted in genuine affection. Rumors and speculation. Of course, in the world of entertainment, where every glance becomes a headline, the internet quickly exploded with speculation. Was this reunion the beginning of something more? Were they working on a new project together? Could their legendary on-screen chemistry soon return to television? Neither actor gave a direct answer. Both chose silence, a silence that only fueled curiosity. But fans, as always, began connecting the dots. Elsen's interviews grew more reflective. Barış started liking her promotional posts. The timing of his return to Istanbul perfectly aligned with her play's debut. Coincidence? Or something more? One thing was certain, whether it was friendship or something deeper, their connection remained one of the most genuine stories in Turkish entertainment. The meaning of art and support. What makes this story so inspiring isn't just the bond between two people, it's what it represents. Elsen's courage to follow her artistic vision, and Barış's willingness to stand beside her without overshadowing her moment, became a powerful symbol of mutual respect in an industry often defined by competition. In an interview days later, Elsen was asked about Barış's presence at the premiere. Her response was simple yet profound. "Sometimes support doesn't need big words. It's enough to know someone believes in you, quietly, from the audience." Her words resonated deeply with fans. They showed that real connection doesn't always demand attention, sometimes it's found in small gestures, silent encouragement, and shared dreams. Looking ahead. Since the premiere, The Shape of Silence has continued to draw large crowds, extending its run due to high demand. And while neither Elsen nor Barış has announced any new joint projects, insiders hint that they may soon collaborate again, this time in a film that blends theater and cinema, a fitting reunion for two artists who understand each other on a level beyond words. Whatever the future holds, one thing is certain, their story has reminded everyone that true artistry, and true friendship, are built not on fame, but on trust, persistence, and mutual respect. Final thoughts. The night Barış Arduç quietly stood in that theater will be remembered as more than just an evening of applause. It was a moment that captured what makes both him and Elsen Sangu so admired, their dedication, their humility, and their unwavering belief in each other's talent. And maybe that's why fans continue to hope. Because whether as partners on screen, friends in life, or collaborators in art, Barış and Elsen have shown us that some connections are simply timeless. Thank you so much for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and click join below to support the channel. See you in the next video. Take care, and goodbye.